So if we look at this point number 16, geckos live in holes, crevices and so on. So this is in the article written by Dr. Mohammed Sharif Khan, who is a well-known leopard gecko, and he's a herpetologist and zoologist. He wrote this document on the leopard gecko, and I have mentioned him before, and this has kind of struck a chord with me because so if we look at that, geckos live in holes, crevices and understones and so on, and they remain clinging to the sides of their resting places, not needing any special substrate to lie upon. If we bear that point in mind, and then I'm just going to go up to the terrarium now, and we're going to study, well, we're going to have a look at what he's up to. So we can see at the back there, in his little cave, where he is clinging onto the side of his rock. And yesterday he was kind of a bit more tucked up and almost like clinging, he was clinging on the side. And I thought, well, is he stuck? Is he a little bit stressed out? You know, does he need... I mean, I left him there. I didn't want to interfere because I didn't want him to get totally stressed out because they can drop their tails. And after reading that point in that article, well, that's just simply what he's doing. So it's a kind of a typical leopard gecko behaviour. It's what he'd do in the wild. In between the crevices of the rocks and clinging to the side. So he's not like lying on the substrate. He's just dangling on the side. Which I thought was pretty weird at first, but it's normal. So I don't need to worry. Normally, he likes it up in that cave, but he loves it underneath that crevice there, underneath the slate there, in that gap. He's created like a sort of a tunnel for himself under there. That's where he normally was during the day, but lately he's been hiding up there. And then at night time, when the lights go out, he'll walk onto this ledge here and bask for a few minutes, and then he'll go wandering off exploring. So yeah, I found that interesting. Now, I gave these plants just a light misting just a moment ago. Just a gentle kind of spray mist, not too heavy. I don't do that every day. Occasionally I'll give it a proper kind of like a rainstorm mist, you know, mist the full enclosure, but that's only occasional. And it's amazing. I was up here a moment ago, I think they've gone back, but the dubia roaches came out, about 3 of them, 2 females and a male, came out near that stone crop there to lick some of the dew off the plants. So yeah, things are taking shape now. It's becoming very much more self-sustaining now. To the point where I don't really have to do much. By misting the plants and checking his water dish, and we have a darkling beetle emerging there. And we have the black field cricket and the locust. Yesterday there were 5 locusts in here, but today there's only 2, and I know for sure because I saw it with my own eyes he ate 1 locust, so he must have eaten 3 because the other 3 that were in there are no longer here unless they're hiding somewhere. But usually I would see them dangling off a leaf or munching on something. But there's 2 in there now, so he must have eaten, and he's looking kind of full, so he's not fat, he's healthy, but he's looking well fed, so he's obviously eaten. I don't hand feed him now, I don't tongue feed him, nothing. I just literally put a load of bugs in there and let them do their thing, and then he hunts them down and eats what he wants. And some have bred, the dubias are breeding. It would be great for the locusts and the crickets to breed as well. I did put loads of baby crickets in there recently, a mixture of black and brown, and I did put several locusts in there as well. But obviously them numbers have dwindled down because he's eaten some. But yeah, it's getting there, guys. It's getting there. It's work in progress, but it's doing really well. The lighting and the heating is functioning as it should. So yeah, all good. Signing off.